So you want to have some intelligence on where and why you choose these numbers. And there's plenty of resources out there online that tell you, the points at which you should choose. So we have that, and then all you have to know is how to write, this at media thing. And then after that, it's everything you've already gone over. It's all the CSS styling you already know. So then it just takes checking and some creativity on your part to figure out how you want to make it look good. So in our case, all we had to do was make the font smaller and change the padding, and that header now looks good again. Let's scroll down. So far, this looks good. What I'm working on now, that surprisingly looks good. Usually you have to do more work than this. And then we'll say, anything less than 768. So, at media, max width, 767 pixels. All right. And at that point, really the container, all I'd really want to do is, let's just go ahead and pop into iPhone. I'm going to pop this out. That way we can see. Let's just go ahead and give the container a width of 100% with padding left 5 pixels, padding right 5 pixels. All right, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually have this, where are you at? This list right here, or this unordered list that we did float right, is I'm going to take that float out. Okay? So what was that? So we'll go header, nav, and I'm going to take that float out so it no longer floats to the right. And I'm going to clear left since we floated this to the left here. Excuse me?
I think it's an ID, not a class. Enter now.
Oh, good call. Thank you. Why'd that work then? Float and none. And clear left. All right, so now what we can do is we can make this padding a lot smaller. And really, when you get through the JavaScript in the 3 weeks, I'm sure he'll show you how to do I'm assuming he'll show you how to do drop-down menus and stuff with JavaScript, so you won't even have to worry about nav bars like this. But this is just one way to go through it and do the font size. And then we'll just make this header height greater. And we can actually, so let me keep track of the things I just changed. So we have the header, height 70 pixels. We want to give this header title, no float, text align center. Thanks, dude.
Post lunch. I'm still tuned in.
And then we'll do that header nav, list item anchor link, padding, 5 pixels.
It's kind of like
Is
a
that-
spectator sport, kind of like soccer, but it's for coding. Then he goes for a media query and he readjusts the styles, and look at that! That's so nice. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. His header is now below his title.
What did we do here? Bring up this. Trying to get this nice and centered and looking good there. So let's go padding 12 pixels. And that's about as good as you're going to get it to look with like I said, in the JavaScript, they'll have you, show you how to do a drop-down menu. So main thing is, and then the other thing we can do is make this look a little better right here. So someone give me, we have the H1, so we need to change the font size of that to be a little smaller at that screen size, right? So we can just do an H1 at that screen size so that it still looks good. Font size. I'm just picking numbers here to guess. So we have that a little bit smaller. We can do the H2. Do what? 15. 15, H2, 15. Thank you. There we go. Food is going away. There we go. Starting to look good. And then last, we can take this field set here, and we can give it a width 99 or 95%. All right. So we'll take that field set. Give it a width, 95%. Have to be more specific because we are more specific up top. We gave it an ID. It said any field set in the top ID section. So now that's good. This looks good enough. Ooh, here we go. Here's a good one. So these two divs right here are 1/2 divs who were doing half the page and half the page. It'll look better if we just, stack them on top of each other, right? So we'll say at less than 768 pixels, these half divs are no longer going to have a width of 48% and a padding of 1%, but now we're just going to give it a nice width of, we'll just say 98%. That way it has, a little space out from the edges. And that's 1/2. Beautiful. Just like that. So the whole point of this exercise is that you pretty much know everything, you already know everything you need to know to do responsive sites. The only thing that you learn new in this short exercise is, how to do the media queries, right? So the syntax for doing these. At media, and then min width or max width, and then you put this stuff inside, and then you want to have some thoughts on exactly what pixels you choose to do your break set. Okay? Sound good? And so this is and now we have a nice responsive site that looks good on all devices. And if you wanted to, you could even give that unordered list a margin 0 auto. That way, when it's at slightly larger screen sizes, it sits in the middle, right? Because that's how you center block elements. Remember that? All right, so trying to think here. Let's take a quick break. I'm going to see if I can find, put together something real fast for you so that you can try out the responsiveness on it, okay?